We have Friday night football, 8 o'clock Eastern kickoff on FS1. Purdue takes on Ohio. Now, the Boilermakers have never lost to the Bobcats, but they have dropped 3 of their last 4 against schools from the MAC. It is Purdue's home opener, looking for a 14th straight W at home to start the season. They'll take on an Ohio team that likes to run it, scored 7 times on the ground in their season opener against the Hampton Pirates. And Purdue head coach Jeff Brohm now joins us from our campus studio in West Lafayette. Jeff, I know there's no moral victory column next to wins and losses, but there have to be some positive takeaways from your performance on Saturday night. What stood out to you?
Well, I believe there was. I really liked the effort of our guys. I think our guys really played hard. They were committed to trying to win. They had a competitive fight to them, and that's really what we talked about all off season, all summer, all fall camp, is trying to make sure we get that back. And a lot of times, if you're doing that, you'll be surprised and shocked at what you can accomplish. And I think we had the game right there in our hands. We had a lead in the fourth quarter. We had our chances. So a great effort, in my opinion, by our football team, and I really liked the toughness they showed.
There was no sign of intimidation, no sign of hero worship going up against the reigning Heisman Trophy winner. How did you try to instill that mindset after what a lot of these guys have been through over the last couple of years and not having much success?
Well, that's the number one chore. I think our guys need to believe in themselves. They need to understand that football is football. If you come ready to play, if you work extremely hard, if you put in the time, if you're committed to doing all the small things, you're going to give yourself a chance to win. So I think our players need to start to believe that we can be as good as we want as long as we're doing all the small things and we're giving great effort. And I think after the first half, we definitely came away with that. And then even after the game, our players understood that, hey, we had a chance to win this football game. If not for our turnovers in the second half, we easily could have won. So I think hopefully we build upon that. You know, this is a long season. We've got to prove it each and every week. We've got another tough game coming up. But I think our guys do understand now that they can accomplish things that maybe they didn't think they could before.
Very opportunistic defensively, forcing 2 Louisville turnovers inside the 5-yard line. Replays showed that there probably should have been a 3rd turnover called as well. What did you like the most about the way your defense handled Lamar Jackson and an explosive offense?
Well, our defense kept us in the game in the first half. Those turnovers were huge for us. Really, we're at our best when we're in a run situation. We're defending the run. We load the box. I think our guys really played physical. They found the football. They found a way to create turnovers. It was really tremendous by the defense in that stand a couple times. And like I said, it gave us a chance to get a little momentum going on offense. So I'm proud of the defensive effort. While we could have defended the spread and the pass better without question, there are a lot of areas to improve. I think we showed that we can be physical when we want and that we can stop things even when it looks bleak. So I think our defense really stood up and took the challenge on and got that ball back for us. It was a great job by them.
Offensively, we saw 2 quarterbacks take multiple snaps in Elijah Sindelar and David Blau. What's your thought process on using that 2-quarterback system moving forward?
Well, I think we would love for one guy to emerge as the starter, and but right now it's a close competition. Both guys have done a very good job. They've improved each and every week. I think they give us different elements, and it's not bad to have 2 guys that we think can play. So I think we're going to continue to see how this plays out. You know, both guys in the game did some good things, but of course, 3 interceptions in the second half against a very good football team, you're not going to have a chance to win. So we've got to improve upon that. Those are things that we worked hard at, obviously not hard enough. So it's got to be an emphasis. And while we want to create scores and big plays, at the same time, we've got to be smart with the football, and it starts with the quarterback. The ball's in his hands every play, and we've got to get consistent play out of that position.
David has been dealing with an injury for the past few weeks. How close is he to 100%?
Well, you know what? He missed quite a bit of practice, a little bit over 2 weeks. I think he came in the game. He played tough. He has some gamemanship to him. He's got some moxie. He found a way to move the chains, and I think he came out of the game healthy. So I think we've learned a lot from that game and what our mistakes were, where we have to improve. I think that he's a great student of the game. He's a great young man. He really wants to do well. So I think he'll work hard to improve, and I think the shoulder will get healthier each and every week. And I think right now he's close to 100%.
Up next, it's Ohio, Friday night game. Ohio may not be a team that folks know a lot about, but this is a squad that has won 8 games in each of the last 2 years. They took Western Michigan right down to the wire in the MAC championship game a year ago. What's the scouting report on a team that many feel is undervalued across the country?
they're a team that we're going to have to play well to win. There ain't a question about that. If our guys think that we can just show up and play football, we're easily going to get beat this week. So I think our guys understand, hey, what it takes to compete at a high level. We've got to bring the same effort. We got to try to beat Ohio at their own game, which is playing hard, which is playing physical, which is playing to the end. And I think if we can do that, we'll give ourselves a chance. But we're going to have to win the turnover battle, and we're going to have to make sure we take care of the football and create a few big plays.
Purdue head coach Jeff Brohm. Jeff, truly appreciate the time, taking a few moments to chat with us in season, and best of luck on Friday night.
Thanks for having me.